All right, this is Randalicious, and welcome to the 58th Hexis podcast. Let's get it going. I'm Randalicious, and I'm the leader of Hexis.
I'm Aubrey. I'm a bronze star in Hexis.
I'm Pawz. I'm a 3 banana in Hexis.
I'm Pawz, world-renowned fisherman.
Abra, what are you doing?
I'm Trickool, and I am rank 80 HP.
All right, so fuck Abra. Pod Austin. It's your first time. It's your first time being on the podcast. Tell the viewers a little bit about yourself. How long have you been playing? What are you doing in game right now? What are some of your goals? Who is Pod
What are you
Austin?
doing in game? But what?
Alright, well, I've been playing since the start of old school. I started out just doing PVM, going for pets.
Fucking dog.
Decided to max in 2016, and since I maxed, I got 200 mil thieving, and now I'm doing hunter.
Awesome. How you liking Hunter?
It's pretty fun.
Good shit.
I
All
still
right.
miss Pyramid Plunder though.
I don't. Was not fun. All right, so has anyone first thing let's talk about the Inferno. It was one of the updates that came out in the last few weeks. Have any of you guys tried the Inferno? If so, what was your best attempt? And if you haven't attempted it, when do you think you will?
I've not attempted it. I've watched a fair bit of it. I struggle enough with Jad, so I don't really know how I'd fare going against like 6 of them or something in one sitting. So I probably won't end up getting it. I'll slay with a fire cape with dignity.
I have not tried the Inferno, and I probably will after Hunter when I get a twisted bow.
All right, Aubrey.
Oh yeah, Aber's gone. I haven't done it yet, but I've spent a lot of time watching it. Like, I've watched pretty much all of Wooks' streams and a few others, especially like when it first came out. So, and I think I might try it soon actually, but I need to mooch up with somebody for a twisted bow. So I'll see if I can borrow from somebody.
Yeah, I am quite
Wait, did we
challenged.
start?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
I gave a heads up
Over.
of like 1 minute. You said okay.
1 minute. I was taking a shit. Come on, man.
Did you wash your hands?
Quality.
Yes. Yes, I did.
Yeah, we can't be having a dirty podcast.
All right, well, for me with the Inferno, I haven't tried it. Probably never will. I do such minimal melee for Slayer anyway. I mean, I've only got like 70 mil attack XP, and that's all the melee XP that I'm going to be doing for Slayer. Maybe less, depending on new methods that have come out. But I am so bad at PVM. There is no way I'd ever be able to kill that motherfucker. And I just think that if I tried like 30 times, I still don't even think I'd be able to get it. There's there's just no way I'm capable of doing it. Abra, what about have you done the Inferno? If you haven't, why haven't you?
No, I'm just working on smithing. I just like to do one thing at a time. Like when I was doing thieving, I didn't stop and go do raids when it came out. So I'll do the Inferno before I get back to
Oh, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, it should be interesting.
Oh, Abra, introduce yourself to the people that don't know who you are and
Oh boy. Hi, I'm Abra. I am late sometimes, I guess.
yeah.
Shout out to the Abros.
Take shits at the start of podcasts. All right. What was your guys' favorite moment of the first few days while people were trying to get the cape? Yeah, I'm sure we were all watching some people do something. What was your favorite part? whether it be on
Um,
Twitter or Twitch or what have you.
my favorite part was Twitch, how everybody was flocking from one stream to the next. Every time someone died, they'd go to whoever was on the highest wave. Pretty funny.
Oh, yeah, that was a lot of fun. The first few days watching the streams and all the hype. Nothing, I can't really think of any specific moment. I mean, the deaths are always fun. It was nice to watch people who you think are practically infallible still struggle a little bit.
Yeah, pretty much. I just like took those first few days off until someone beat it off of streaming to just focus and only watch Inferno streams. So it was lots of fun. And yeah, it was kind of funny how everyone just migrated to the person who's the closest, like the furthest.
For me, it was a lot of fun watching people. I think just my favorite moment is just was prior to anyone getting the cape, and just watching everyone like try new methods, get their ass kicked, go back again. The like trial and error that people were doing, and just seeing how devastated some people were after they died.
Hi
So
Randy, did you turn these off?
there's no way of turning them off. But
I didn't watch too many Inferno streams besides Wooks for a little bit. I just kind of wanted to see how it was at first. Like the final boss is pretty much all I was interested in. But
Yeah.
I also watched Zulu get the Infernal Cape on stream, and his immediate reaction was "fuck every single one of you." I thought that was pretty hilarious.
I ever caught a single person do it live. I had to go back and watch VODs.
It's like the first time I've binged on the RuneScape Twitch section since raids, probably, and it was really good fun just sort of watching everyone, you know, compile sort of findings that they all got from the various different attempts, and like the change in gear. Like, it didn't change too much, but just like little things that made the difference in the end. And then when Wooks actually got it, the energy that like the stream had was really really good. Doesn't come around too often. They got to make the most of it whilst it's there.
Yeah, the amount of people that were on the RuneScape Twitch section was fucking insane.
Yeah.
Like 10 times as many as usual, easily.
Very
yeah,
successful.
it was. So to bridge into that, do you guys think that the Inferno was better developed and harder than what you thought it would be? What's your overall thoughts about the quality of the cave or the fight?
I mean, I was kind of trusting them that it would be hard. I was, because I think they've been getting better with that. But I know a lot of people were kind of doubting when it kills Zora and stuff. But yeah, I thought it came out really well, and I'm kind of glad that it's that hard. So it's actually a real prestigious item to have. The Infernal Cape. It's not just he went and did the new update.
Yeah, it was pretty much what I expected. Like, it all comes down to like if you make a mistake, you're dead, and you have to waste like an hour and a half to get back to the final wave. So it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, well, for someone who's struggled with just one Jad to watch, like, to keep an eye on the boss's health, keep an eye on, keeping up with the shield, and then for just a Jad to be thrown in with it as well, sort of secured that it was actually going to be quite difficult to beat. I was very sort of, because the way that the kiln was in RS3, it was like someone got it on their first attempt, so I was just expecting a rehash of that, but
Yeah, I remember
it was
that.
still like 48 hours before anyone even got the cape, and like, I mean, it was Wooks. Like, Wooks was going to get the first one, but they were still really, really good.
Yeah, they did a phenomenal job balancing it. Like, I feel like if I were to have to come up with something like that, I would make it way too difficult. And they did just a really good job making it so it was still possible to beat, even while being very difficult.
Yeah, I'm very impressed with it and how good the update was. I think that yeah, there's a fine line of it being too difficult or too easy, and they got it. I think they got it just right. I think this is definitely one of the best updates that they have come out with, and I'm I'm genuinely surprised at how quality the content is. And yes, it is harder than what I thought it would be. I didn't think they would throw in, multiple Jads on a wave, or like on that final wave where you're running around behind the shield, shooting a Jad, shooting the ball. Like, it's crazy. Very good. Great job to everyone that got their hands involved in the Inferno update.
But it's still, the content's still going to be interesting because people are just going to like push it to the limits of what gear they can do it in. Like Wook's managed to get really fucking far in like his 15 mil gear. To
Yeah,
get to like the healers on the last thing in with a rune crossbow.
I think that it's extremely fucking challenging, and you definitely do need top gear. Realistically, you need top gear to be able to have a chance at doing this.
Yeah,
Great,
I think it
great
was
update.
harder than I expected it would be, but I think that's a good thing, really, because I kind of expected it wouldn't be as hard as it should be. I think that they did a fantastic job with it, and this game definitely needs things that are incredibly difficult and incredibly prestigious, because that's kind of the backbone of this game, in my opinion. Um, the only complaint that I have about it is that I feel like the final boss is unnecessarily twisted bow heavy. Like, it makes such a huge difference to have a twisted bow, and they probably could have designed it to still be very challenging without the twisted bow being such a big deal there.
Yeah, I mean, they did a great job, and all of the success that the update had, that's what also brought in like all these people on Twitch that were watching. And RuneScape was so heavily watched for the first few weeks of it. Great, great fucking job. Yeah, this is definitely they've certainly come a long way from no one in the office being able to kill Zulra to
Yeah.
to the Inferno the way that they have. All right.
One thing that sort of puts me off about it though is like how tedious the early waves seem to be. It's like 2 hours just to fucking die. Like the first
Yeah,
few attempts. It's
Well,
very daunting.
that's what it was like back in 2000 and fuck knows when they came
Oh
out with the
yeah,
fire
yeah,
cape.
yeah. Molder and wiser,
They did
putting
a
myself through that hardship.
good job of making it have a similar
Oh
feel to the
no,
fire cape. Or
my net just went crazy.
it's similar to how you obtain a fire cape with the waves and everything like that. And just some damn good quality content. All right. Something that may not be as quality content though is the pet. What do you guys think about what the pet looks like from the Inferno?
Uh, it's that little nibbler thing, isn't it? Like the little worm.
Yeah, that little blob.
Yeah.
I
It's
mean,
Parasite.
it's kind of like I don't care about pets. There are like how many like maybe 12 or 13 different like other mobs it could have been, but it like had to be the worst one. I don't know. I'd like the shield that you're supposed to hide behind. I wanted that for the pet. That would have been cool.
Yeah.
What do you think about a pot?
I thought it was pretty bad. Like, I know there's been like suggestions for making it look like the Jad. I think that's pretty cool. I don't know how feasible it is, but yeah, I'd like to see that.
I'm not sure how they could make it work, but I would have assumed that would have been a mini version of the final boss. You know, because it's kind of like if Scabbard instead of the Olm. That's kind of what we have with the Nibbler. But I mean, it's okay, I guess. It's kind of cute. So,
Yeah, it's kind of lame, but I don't really give a shit. I'm never gonna get that pet.
Yeah, it looks like crap. They picked the worst one that they could possibly pick, but yeah, I mean, I'm never gonna unless I miraculously somehow decide to try to attempt it, and then through a couple other miracles, uh, defeat it, and then through another miracle get the pet. Otherwise, I'm never gonna even try to get that pet. I don't like how it looks. I don't like how challenging it is to try to get that either. You would think with something that is so difficult to get, it would be a little bit more visually pleasing than a lava blob.
PVM and ain't easy.
All right, so
As
some
far as like boss pets go,
yeah,
what are the like bosses? Isn't it just like a resized version of the boss? Like it's Corp, isn't it? And,
yeah, just Corp.
yeah,
Everything
and
else is
Corp
just
was pretty.
resized.
That Dark Core was pretty poorly
Stealing
received.
pets.
Like
It's not
first
a
time it came around.
People
resized tree.
people still don't like the Corp.
Yeah, I don't keep up with the whole pet scene, but yeah, it's a bit.
All right, so they gave out some nice rewards for the first three people to complete the Inferno. Let's see the first three. Who are the three? Wooks, Calvino, and who? Anyone know who the?
CPL
Cody?
Eric, I think it was.
Ah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So congrats to those three. They were the first three to complete the Inferno. So they gave out the rewards. For Wooks, he's getting a real life Inferno cape, a free ticket and travel to RuneFest, like they're paying for all that, and lifetime membership. Um, Calvino was second, and he's getting a lifetime membership, and they're gonna pay for his travel and ticket to RuneFest. And CPL Eric is just getting a lifetime membership and RuneFest ticket. What do you guys think about all the rewards that they were given to these people, and just your overall thoughts and feelings?
It's pretty nice. It adds that sort of, early on camaraderie between everybody because they're actually competing for prizes as well as like the cake, which is a prize enough on its own. Well, I mean, it's free stuff. You can't really complain about that.
Yeah, I really like it. It's much better than just giving out like raw cash for like a Deadman mode tournament win, and that's usually just going to be end up being split between like an entire clan, and it just like encourages people to actually go to RuneFest and mingle with the community, I guess.
Yeah, I think this is really cool, and I hope they do more stuff like this. Like I know they did something similar with what was it? Fastest Jad time, I think, right?
Yeah, they got
Yeah.
Scott won himself a nice D skim,
All right, yeah.
which, wait, like
So
that still to me is confusing. Like, why the fuck did they give him a D skim? Like,
Yeah,
It's not
give him
relevant.
it makes
give him a fire
sense that
cape or something.
it makes sense
probably
that
sitting around in the office. And they're like, "Fuck
probably.
Probably.
You know
Jeez.
what they could have done? I think it was Ian. They like 3D printed a bunch of like chinchampas, and Ian painted some. They could have done that with like a jet or something and sent that to him.
Mm,
I think the D skin was just like a big first 3D print job.
I don't even think they printed it. It was made of foam.
yeah. Whose turn is it?
Yeah, the stuff is nifty. There you go.
I think that they need to do. I think that they need to do more things like this. It's it's not fucking expensive for a company like this to do, and it gives so much of a reward and brings out even that much more hype to the update. I think that this is excellent what they did for everyone. Um, if I'm that guy that takes third, if I'm from anywhere other than Europe, I'm not fucking going though because you're still gonna pay
Same.
you're still paying thousands of dollars for travel and stay and everything. But yeah, I think it was really great to give out like lifetime memberships, and they need to do more things like this in the future. But
Who was it that showed their membership? They had like 65,000 days of membership. Sounds nice.
Yeah, yeah. Well, if you use your
What
mom's
if
credit
you
card,
live
if you
beyond
use
that?
your mom's credit card, you also have a lifetime membership.
She's been paid since 2009. It's brilliant.
That's why I brought it up.
My dad paid mine until until I turned 18, actually.
I remember that on a podcast because I put it on the
Yeah.
highlight reel. Like,
I remember that too.
you're a man now, Caleb. You paid for your own RuneScape membership.
Yep. It's a rite of passage.
Looking forward to the best and worst at the end of the year.
Oh God, don't mention that.
Yeah, that's quite a chore for Ginge and Trick.
It's just a mad rush in November.
November? You mean like the
December.
weekend before?
Yeah, it'll be like, well, I'll try the podcast. Hey, this one was pretty good. I'll do more, and then you just don't until you realize it's like a week away. Got to binge podcasts.
All right, Aubrey, what were your thoughts about the rewards that they gave out?
Oh, I second the nifty notion.
All right. So something that came out on the side with the Inferno, part of the little city, was this new thieving method. Thieving method was stated to be about 240k XP per hour, but when it was released, it was like 330k. Nowhere near the amount suggested and the most XP in the game. I gotta ask the question: did they actually fucking test it? What do you think? What do you think about the overall thieving method as a whole now?
Yeah, they nerfed it, so it's more reasonable to what it was supposed to be. So I don't know if they actually did adequately test it or not. But tiny bit sad that it's actually not OP anymore because all the gems would have made crafting GP per XP go down, and that's what I'm doing after smithing. So
It wasn't even
Gems?
like it wasn't even like it's gonna sound really bad, but like Tazar thieving, it wasn't even supposed to be playable content. It was just supposed to be sort of a organic feel to the place.
just filler.
Yeah, and like so they didn't really have any reason to test it because they didn't think it was gonna even be used. They got nerfed
Two times.
yeah, twice. Like without a system update, it was just nerfed. And even now after 2 nerfs, it's still like pretty damn good still.
Yeah, better than it
Like
should be.
comparable to solo PP. Like if you can't find a partner, just do that instead.
Yeah, it was pretty much expected. Like it's happened in the past. They've said it was going to be a certain rate, and then it was way above it. I don't know. Maybe Matt K was like eating an apple while half-ass clicking the Tazars. I don't know.
He doesn't play this game at all.
Yeah, you're giving Matt K a lot of credit to be doing that much. Even that far exceeds his work ethic.
It was really disappointing though from what they actually offered because what they said they were going to do sounded really cool. Where you'd like chuck a bucket of water over it and then spam pickpocket for a bit and then he'd break out and you'd have to just redo the whole process. It'd be like a form of blackjacking effectively.
Yeah.
Would have been
that'd be
cool.
cool.
But instead it was just get it stuck in a corner and click. It's not really very good
Next
playable
V2.
content and it is actual playable content, which is the bad thing. It's just more shit methods for shit people.
Wait, did I get skipped?
No, I just
no, it's my
interrupted.
turn.
I was very
Okay.
angry.
Yeah, I mean, it's clear that they did not test it at all, and I mean, they didn't even have to play the game to test it. Like they had the rates since they typed out numbers for the rates, and it's really easy to do the math. If you have the rates, it's pickpocketing is like the most simple thing ever. But they hotfixed it within like a few hours, and it's reasonably balanced now, so it's not really a big deal.
Yeah, my guess is that they probably couldn't figure out a way to trap it, so they were just following around and pickpocketing it and not doing a very good job with banking, and probably just figured that was probably good enough.
Like something as minor as a gem bag, like Means you have to bank like 3 times as less or something.
Yeah, gem-bag makes a
Yeah.
huge
Completely forgot
difference.
about that, even if they did,
Yeah, they probably
if they
forgot
did
about
test
that.
it.
It's a good thing that the Inferno was very good. Otherwise, like, I mean, this is only a topic just because we are so desperate to bitch about anything. Let's be serious. Like, we
Hexis,
True.
lol.
we live off of that. Um, but yeah, Inferno, great fucking job. And I think that the focus was just so much on that and making sure that that was the best possible thing that it could be, which
Yeah,
it
definitely.
was and is a phenomenal update. That something like this just was nowhere near being high on the priority list and they just didn't get around to properly testing it the way that they should have.
Also, shout out to the volcanic vent.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah, dude.
Think
That
we
was some
forget
good
about
shit.
that?
The what?
There's a vent adjacent to a bank, so you just cook,
Oh, yeah,
and people
see, I
can't
was,
stand
bring
on it,
that.
and it's awesome.
I forgot to bring that up. You guys talk about that as much as you like.
Oh, it's a
It's
cooking
beautiful.
spot. There is a lot to talk about. Have we got the time?
Well, what time is it? It's 4:08. And I just woke up an hour and a half ago. I've got some time. I've got some time.
nice.
Well, the only downside to it is they have a bank chest and a banker NPC, and the stupid fucking banker is always walking around getting in your way when you're trying to cook karambans on there. However, you can just you can trap him on a corner, like you just start dialogue with him and then walk away, like walk on a corner, and he'll like continually try
I
to
see.
reach you, and never actually
Yeah.
get you. So you can mitigate that problem, luckily.
Is that a thing like almost anywhere? The only other place I can think of right now is like in Daenerys, and that's recent.
Seniors.
Is what a thing?
Having a banker and a bank chest.
Did they
That's
make those chests actually bank now?
Yeah, they did.
They used to
And
just
also and you can left click the NPC.
Oh,
Huh.
right.
It
I
used to
forgot
be
about
that those chests weren't even bank chests; they were
Yeah,
just chests.
yeah, they're the scenery.
Yeah, does it make one tick karambwans a lot easier than what we have had in the past, like with the cooking guild and or rogues
I mean, it
den?
can be griefed, so I guess.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I mean, I was doing them in Cooking Guild for a bit, and it's not. I mean, it's not really very significantly different, but it's definitely better.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's good
you'd
that
have
they
people
added
like
that in.
standing on the fire.
That's good. All right, so next new training method that has come out of the new Czar is the development of the Mage Slayer method, which has been tested with like top gear, alts, everything like that, about 90k Slayer XP an hour, with some tests. What do you think about the new development of a method like this?
Is
It's
this in the new area, or has it
yeah,
like always been?
yeah,
Right.
it's in the new area and it's extremely expensive to train. You know, it's like I don't know what the guy told me it was, but it's
Why is it so
possibly the
expensive?
Yeah, why would it be so expensive?
I don't know. That's just
Because
what
you don't really get any loot.
I guess the only thing you would get it would be the obsidian armor.
Maybe some tackle and stuff too. Well, they dropped like
Yeah,
all the
true.
The
obsidian stuff.
tackle is so
Nothing
small that
notable.
you wouldn't pick it up though.
Speak for yourself.
All right, but what do you think about it?
It's a nice little innovation. I mean, that's what floats your boat. I don't know what else there's to say about it. Somebody go and do it. Somebody competent go and do it and record it and send
Yeah,
it
I
to
need footage
the
of
at
it.
Hexis Twitter.
See, I
We'll
like
bang a retweet if you're worthy.
I've got so like when you're looking at requirements to be able to do this, you know, like max gear, I got that. An alt with a fire cape, I got that. The skill and ability to be able to do this well, that that's where I'm pretty much drawing a blank. Hoping that some better players can test this out and find a way to make this even better than what it is. I mean, again, this only is for people that don't need melee XP. Otherwise, from my understanding, there's really no reason to do it otherwise. But I think it's nice. It's gonna definitely get me going to the city more often, and it's a good piece of content that applies to a few people.
Yeah, somebody do it. I want to see it. Sounds interesting.
I heard it was a thing, but when I heard about it, it wasn't this good. But yeah, I haven't seen it. I want to see that. But even regardless, I don't think I'd ever do it. I like the change of pace with doing JAD tasks, and it's a tiny bit of profit, I think. So it's whatever.
Chad tasks?
Yeah, how much
Yeah.
do you make from selling the fire capes for Onyxes?
It's a little bit of profit. Just look at the spreadsheet.
Oh, I'm not fucking going anywhere near that.
Yeah, you do make a little bit of money doing JAD tasks though.
Would you do Serb, Abra, or not?
What? Come again?
Serb?
Then I stopped.
Alright.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I don't know if I'll do it. It all depends. Like if it's been further tested by the time I get around to Slayer. I mean, it adds some variety. Like you're not just doing Dust Devil's necks and smokes, maybe Abbeys. I don't know.
I don't know. For me personally, if this is a thing and it is good, I wouldn't fuck around with Abyssal Demons because at this point it would be like almost the same XP per hour as Abyssal Demons. Likely a lot easier to do, less annoying and significantly less crowded. You're not going to find people barraging there. So for me, I'm hoping that this is hyped up to what it can possibly be and is tested and is good XP because then I'll pick this up and get rid of the thought that I may entertain doing Abyssal Demons. All right, so let's take a look at some of the updates that have happened over the last few weeks. First thing we got here that we're going to talk about is the open weekend that they had. So during this weekend, any account that was like over a week old or like over 3 days old, pretty much every single account had an open weekend to access members, worlds, and features for the entire weekend. What do you think about Jagex having the open weekend for all the accounts?
I mean, I guess it's a potentially good idea, but it's only for new people. You just get people that used to have alts whose membership lapsed, so they can do member stuff. So I don't know what that might have done to the economy, but I mean, in theory, it's a good idea. And I don't know if it was specifically because of that, but I noticed that Blast Furnace there is a whole ton of lag, and I also didn't notice it before until recently. There's like a whole ton of like Venezuelan gold farmers.
What? What do they do? What do you mean?
It's really weird.
The broken country.
Dude, I have like 160 people on my ignore list because of it.
I need some more
Like
information.
where?
Well, I need some more information. Tell us all about these
Yeah, they don't really-
Venezuelan gold farmers. What do they
Hello,
do?
and welcome
Why
to
do they
the
do it?
Hexis political podcast.
Yeah, before it was what was the country that was doing shop? I don't know,
Albania.
Yeah, Albania.
No, but especially during that time, everyone was like, Vendok went to, everyone was selling accounts that had membership for the free weekend, and they were talking about like buying and selling gold, and it's just a lot of cancer. They're not saying anything important, just Spanish spam. I thought they were bots at first.
Interesting. I wonder how low the standard of living is there that you can play RuneScape for a living.
I think didn't
Have
Brazil
you
get like
familiar with a program called the News?
free internet a while ago?
What?
I remember I used to play MapleStory, and there's just like a sudden influx of Brazilians.
They've
I think they
basically
might have
got
had something similar.
they basically got whenever the end of World War One was, German inflation there.
Oh
Oh
my.
boy.
Pretty fucked.
And there's been like a shit ton of protests
They
in
don't.
Venezuela
They,
too,
yeah,
right?
they don't count the money anymore. They weigh it.
Fantastic. Sounds terrible.
Yeah, well, I think it's pretty cool. Like,
Shout,
it's
shout out
pretty
to
nice,
socialism.
nice for the people who like have been free to play for a couple of months and they just like can't afford membership or whatever, and they really, really want to try it. It is unfortunate for like if you want to like tell your friend like, hey, there's free membership this weekend, like come play, but you had to have had the account created like a week before, so it's kind of unfortunate that you can't tell your friends.
Yeah, with summer so quite well started slash so close, it's a pretty good thing because like they'll have a bit of time, they'll try it out, and it doesn't sound like a lot, but like the first time you get membership, there is a million
Yeah.
and one things to do, like get
It's
stuck into
so
quests and stuff
overwhelming.
like that. Yeah, there's you go from this like 1 meter by 1 meter little box to like a space 10 times the size of it, and so much more playable content. So reckon it raked in quite a few sort of like recurring subscriptions.
I wonder what kind of impact this actually had, though.
I'd like to see the stats for it released. Like,
Find out later on in the Hexis podcast. Stay tuned.
oh, we don't
We
have
have
that on there.
We got something along the lines.
Lies.
It'll do.
So you're purposely misleading.
False advertising.
You sultry tease.
Overpromise and underdeliver.
Stick around for a free T-shirt.
Yeah, I think that this is a really good idea. I'm imagining back to back when I played, like 10 years ago, and I played the game for a few months before I became a member originally, and I think that this would have been something that would have been great to experience, 10 years ago to be able to get access to some of it. Yeah, I think this was a really good idea, especially with summer just starting up as well. This is going to be when the most players are playing, and yeah, great idea. I don't imagine them doing it too frequently, but maybe if they did it again, like for like over winter break or something like that, like right around Christmas or something. I don't know. They don't need to be too excessive with this, even if they just do it one time next year for at the start of the summer for a few days. That'd be great. Great job. Good business decision.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a positive thing. Probably wise to do it maybe like once or twice a year. Definitely brings in some new people.
That was the worst weekend of my life. Just want to say, just living in constant fear of misclicking on the members world.
But you got that beautiful solitude in free to play with all the
Oh,
washed
yeah,
up
that's
members
true.
and whatnot.
That
I know
was
it's
very
quite
nice.
scary when you go
Members.
to log out and the log out button isn't there. It's just a hop to a different world button. It's pretty scary.
All right, so in the last few weeks, they also made a lot of changes to pest control. They increased the points per game, and they put in an activity timer. Apparently, like if you include the amount of XP that you get while you're doing the mini game and the amount of XP you're getting as a reward, it's like 150k XP per hour in the high level boat. What do you think about all the changes that they made and how surprisingly high the XP per hour is now at Pest Control?
I think it's good. I played a few games after the update just out of curiosity, and it was actually like, well, it was pretty horrible to play mostly because the ping on the world was really bad, but like there weren't shitloads of people AFKing and the games went really quickly and only failed maybe like one or two boats in a few hours time. So it was a successful update in its intentions, and the XP rates there aren't really overpowered since it's still faster to do Nightmare Zone and more AFK, but I guess it might be a good option for certain limited accounts. And like doing pest control for prayer on Ultimate Iron Man is a pretty good option, and that's becoming a bit faster now.
Ian Bed's been doing it for defense, I think, or something, hasn't he?
Oh, really? No.
Yeah, pretty good. What made it go to like 150k an hour? Did they do something to the XP again, or?
More points.
More
You're
points
just
per
getting a
game.
lot more.
Oh,
You're getting a lot more.
really?
Yeah, you're getting more points per game, and on top of that, the games are, as a result, going much
Oh,
quicker
yeah,
because
sure as well.
you don't have half or 3/4 of the team sitting on their nuts.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, pretty good. Like a win-win, you know. More XP for more clicking.
Mm.
Sign me up.
I didn't know about this till like 20 minutes ago, but seems like it's pretty good. Do you get the same amount of like melee XP? Like if you were to use it on prayer, would you get it like the same 150k an hour?
No, you
No,
get
No,
less
it
for
would be a
prayer.
lot
Oh, okay.
less.
I think it's
Alright, well,
from maybe like 40k an hour or so per now. It used to be like 30k.
not bad.
I mean, back when I did pest control, I just did it I AFK'd it so I could get set of void and elite void. So it's kind of unfortunate can't AFK anymore. Not a fan of stored XP. I know Froggin's trying to get like a stored record for strength.
What's
Do
the
you know how much
maximum
XP you can store?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Just
1,000 points. I don't know how
Yeah,
much
4,000
it'll get
points,
you.
yeah.
XP per. I don't even know
Only
what XP
1,000
is, though.
points.
I think
4,000.
it's 4,000.
Oh,
So
I
like
don't know how long
500
that takes
something
to
per
fill
point.
up, though.
Maybe, I don't know.
hmm.
So that'd be like 2 mil XP ish.
Yeah, I think that's.
Nothing crazy, but it makes it easier to get a record.
It's a pretty decent amount. I think that this is a very good update to pest control. You know, more clicking, more reward. It speeds up the games as well. I think that this was a very good idea that they did to further improve the what was already a very well developed mini game. Pest control is great. I am surprised at how much XP per hour that is. Like, imagine if we didn't know about um you know,
Bonus XP monsters.
yeah,
That
that
is,
and they
yeah.
and they didn't come out
Or if
with
they
like
nerfed it or something.
and they didn't come out with like D claws or like a G moment. Like, this like is it's very close to being the best XP per hour in the game. It's crazy. It's I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's really good. I kind of wish I didn't already have all my void.
You got elite.
Yeah.
I mean, if they ever
Need
come
them
out with
Totus
like,
points.
yeah. Well, no, I mean, I just had them before, before the nerfs and whatever not. But if they ever come out with like elite gloves or some other shit, then yeah, it'll be a really nice time finishing it off.
All right, one of the most underrated updates that has ever hit the game came out in the last couple weeks, and it is the visual reminder of if you like the barrel at Zaf's staff shop. Um, you get to see if your battle staves have been bought for the day or not. These are high quality updates that just don't get enough love. What are some other updates similar to this that we need? Pot.
You there, Pot?
His mic's muted.
Skip.
I've never bought battle staffs ever in my life.
Oh, so let's see. It's been a little bit over 2 years that they've been out. So, you've probably lost over 100 mil then.
Yeah, it's about 80 to 90 mil per year.
Oh,
So
so about 200 mil then.
yeah,
Good on you, Trick.
It
Yeah,
adds up, man.
I don't really leave my little hole though. Once you get going.
Man, this was a great update. I really like it. Some other
Trickle's hole.
some other things that could come out that would also be nice. I guess I guess a lot of things are stuff that are already in game. Like when you finish a Slayer task, it does give you an audible, like congratulatory noise when you complete it. I would like for that to somehow still happen, even with all my sounds muted. You know, like
I think that's asking a little too much.
Even with like your computer volume muted. Just
no,
listen.
like if I
I'm
have
pretty
all the
sure if you were doing that third magic. Wait, no, we're not talking about farm. No, never mind.
I want my RuneScape
What?
sounds
for
all
you.
muted, but to still get some of the RuneScape sounds.
Uh, no, I don't think they're gonna do that. That's weird.
Just add a new volume slider for shit we actually care about.
Yeah, there we
Ooh.
go, there we go.
Custom.
Togglescape. Do you like this sound? Yes. Do you like these other couple thousand sounds? Yes.
Yeah, I guess a somewhat similar update we had. I think that this past Thursday was making it so for all NPCs that you can pickpocket from, it no longer loses other people's ticks when people fail, which
Oh,
is
yeah,
wonderful.
that was really good.
Didn't know about
Um, so I'm really glad about that. And the biggest small yet big update that I want, get rid of the fucking random camera movement. It is so irritating. Drives me insane. It's 2017, man. We don't need that shit anymore.
And this
And
current year.
Yeah, shout out to Modash for fixing the green baby shit coloured piers and docks and bridges. That's nice. Went back to being brown again.
What?
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 Yeah, I have no idea what
It
you're talking
changed the texture on the mini map of like any wood in game. It
Really?
changed it from like a dark brown to like a very light green.
Really?
Freaked me out, man.
Never noticed that.
Things being brown.
Alright, so an interesting client was very short-lived, very popular too, of OSHD. It apparently gave off the impression that one is botting while using the client. Um, Apparently Jagex was willing to work with them, but like they didn't send them the code or anything, and I don't know all the specifics. I don't know. And then OSHD gets declined. They make a huge news post. OSHD deletes their Twitter.
I
Players,
deleted it.
yeah, players
Yeah,
were
they
banned. What
about. My God.
what do you think about the client as a whole and the entire ordeal that took
Controversial.
place over like a couple weeks there?
well, enough people know that I despise sort of custom clients, but I hate this one even more. I don't like that interface, and I don't like that it sort of gave the people that sort of like nostalgia trip and of actually thinking that they were good graphics and that it was like the best for the game going forward is to have high definition graphics. I hate them. I love my polygons. I love that when I stand still in game, I'm standing still. I'm not fucking wobbling about like I've got Parkinson's. I'm just I really hate OSHD, and I don't even know if they've played the victim card or anything, but they've spent loads of time making a client, and they've not even said not even said prior like, hey, can we do this? They put all the work in, put all the time in. I don't know if they put any money into it or anything. Probably
Likely.
It's money.
all for it
Yeah.
to just go nowhere because like they're just incompetent.
Gotta
They
have
brought
the
it on
Guardian Brother
themselves.
reveal still feel.
Good speech, Trickle. All right, so for me, I think that it would have been nice to have it as a client, a proper working client. Because I mean, again, like if they were able to work with Jagex and get it to be something that worked, I'm sure that there's a lot of people that would just start playing the game just for those graphics, especially when this is something that's obviously by choice. You know, you don't have to play this client, but some people I'm sure would really fucking love to play that. It may definitely have brought in players to the game, and it's looks much better than the Open GL that OS Buddy does. I thought it looked great. It's unfortunate that it ended up getting declined, and I think it's very, very fucking mysterious that they kind of got shut down, disappeared, didn't fight it or anything, didn't send a code.
They knew they were doing wrong.
Obviously, yeah, there's red flags popping up everywhere. It's like, oh yeah, this, if you just show us the code, maybe we can do something about it. But instead they're just like fucking dip, gone. Yeah.
Yeah, red flags for sure.
Yeah. I've never really cared about graphics. I just kind of play for, EXP achievements, etc.
It's all about the numbers.
Yeah. And it's kind of unfortunate that people got banned. Like, that's pretty silly, just for using a client like that doesn't just has like graphics on it. I don't know. I don't know if it had other like
They enforced
plugins
that
or
with
whatever.
Orion very early days, like middle of 2013. They should have just stuck with that. Oh.
Care too much about it. If people would use it, if it wouldn't trip off the bot detection, all right, sounds good. Do what you want to do. I wouldn't use it. I like the old graphics. But yeah, it was a real shit show.
Yeah, it was really stupid. Just the whole situation and how big a deal people made out of it.
Yeah, the public reaction to it was absolutely hideous.
Yeah, it was just fucking annoying. And like, I mean, don't play old school if you care about graphics in the first place. And in general, like so many people are saying, "Oh, come back to the game for this client." You'd probably quit again after like 2 weeks because graphics
You're playing for
graphics
the wrong
are
reason, if that's why you
exciting
feel
at
bad.
first. Yeah, but then like
Looking for something with good graphics, that wasn't even like super good. That was just good relative to what we have. Go play a different game. We don't want
Yeah.
you here if you don't
I
care.
don't
people
think
were
the
so
application-
excited about old school graphics when old school came out. And it wore off,
just
and now we're used to
a
it.
rinse and repeat.
It's just, and it was incredibly
someone-
sketchy. Clearly, there is definitely some illegal, weird shit going on if they went away without a fight at all after claiming that they spent so much time on it and all this shit. And yeah, I just really don't like third-party clients in general, even though I still use them because they're overpowered. I wish they would just say that all third-party clients shouldn't be allowed.
No.
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 Improve.
I want my XP tracker.
Get rid of the third-party clients. Get rid of the mouse macroing.
Just
Any
improve the
drop-downs.
vanilla client. Add some XP trackers.
Let's
Add
just
some
start
like
over.
remote G
do
checking.
So pretty much what
We're
you're
good.
asking for is for the official client to become a third-party client with all the features
Well,
that would be
I
added
feel
to
that
it.
if they
Well, I mean,
didn't
it's
allow
a-
third-party clients from day one, then our vanilla client would be better, and it would have the things on third-party clients that
Yeah, like
aren't
things
stupid.
like
And
Pawz
I don't know about
will
that.
be
I mean, I
able to
think
forever because OSB had it.
get the world map. I don't think we would have got it as soon if we didn't have one for most buddy.
Yeah,
definitely.
I think a lot of times stuff comes out on these third-party clients that are really good, relatively easy for them to implement, and it maybe not pressures them in a way to add it to the normal client, but perhaps speeds up the process of getting it going and getting it added into the game.
it also causes a lot of things not to be added to the vanilla client because it's available on third-party clients, though.
Yeah,
Geomancy.
I just feel like they'd spend way too much time trying to mess with the client. Like, let
I'd much rather that than a lot of the content updates we get.
well, that's a good discussion to have. But let's move on to another update that came out was the click boxes were improved throughout the game. Like shit like a glory in your house and some other like click boxes were improved. What are some of the more much needed click box improvements that you can think of that can be added like right now?
I have no idea. I never really noticed anything wrong with my clicks.
Well, the fishing spots used to be really bad, but they're actually better now since they did that big date.
That is
So-
super
Wait,
nice.
did they change that?
Yeah, now
Definitely.
like it used to be for all of the tiles surrounding a player at a fishing spot. If you
Oh, that's what you're
were
talking
hovering
about.
over it, it would use, and now it's
Yeah,
just
that makes
like the tile that the player's standing on and the tile that the fishing spot is on.
No, but speaking
Way
of
better.
fishing spots, I don't know, is it still a thing? I remember when I was doing some fishing, like when a spot was disappearing or whatever, you clicked on it, you ran to a different spot.
Yeah,
Is that still a thing? That's
I-
really
that's
weird.
how fishing spots work because they move, and so if you click it on just the right tick, then you move with it.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
that always weirded me out back before I had an understanding of what was actually going on.
You end up
Yeah,
on the
fishing
other
spots are
side of
just
the
entities
pier.
that jump around.
All right, so for some click boxes that I think could be improved, I don't know if the ones at Blast Furnace have been updated, but tr
Yeah.
trying to collect your bars from the
Oh,
bar
that one is
dispenser,
bad.
that's definitely one of the worst click boxes in the game. It's pretty bad.
It doesn't have any like visual cue either, right?
Right,
For when you've successfully clicked it.
right.
Just set up a screen marker and you'll be fine.
Well, like it's bad. It's not a pleasant experience. I'm sure when you get around to it, you're gonna find yourself struggling every like now and then, just because the click box is so weird and small and ugly. Um, yeah, they need to improve the click boxes there. Also, kind of related, I don't like fucking clicking on other people's random events while doing agility. So like
Yeah.
Say that.
you're running laps and you get to the plank on the north side of Artie, and you just got a fucking NPC standing there, and you fucking click his ass. This
So
used to
this
be a
should
Yeah, that's
be
just annoying.
this used to be
the
a
pet
problem
thing.
back when pets were clickable, and we would be clicking on other people's pets. Uh, that Ash mentioned something about they can't do both that and pets at the same time. Remove random events or remove pets. Either one, I'd be happy. I'd be okay with either one. But
Just
um,
do both.
But with the whole clan system, which clan's going to be the dick clan and put the Vexilium up on the first obstacle of Ardy?
Ugh.
Try and run up there.
well,
Hopefully they'll make them,
No
if they
one
do make
skilling
them,
clan.
make it like right click only to
we'll
get to the op.
we'll get there to that topic at some point. But yeah, I'm really annoyed at the I guess how big the click box area is for other people's random events.
Yeah, so anyways, for me, yeah, I mean the bar dispenser isn't that bad to be honest, but what is a problem is if you're like a tick too late and some more ore gets melted, you can't click on it for like a tick or two.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty annoying. That and also with the lag, I keep clicking on one of the NPCs instead of the where you click to take all your bars. You know, if there's a little lag, that's annoying. But yeah, the conveyor belts and the drive belts click zones are kind of weird. Like you have to be at a certain camera angle, or you click on the wrong thing.
Yep.
That's what I intended to say on the previous one. Also, bring up was didn't see it. What should be coming sometime in the next few months or so with GPU support and the new rasterizer. That's gonna be very nice.
What's that?
What?
What is rasterizer?
Oh, basically just like the way that the graphics get drawn from like all the polygons to the screen.
Yeah, the engine team's working on GPU support so that your old school client won't just be running off of one core of your CPU. So basically just far better performance in general, but
Oh,
still be able to get high frame rates if you're like full screen resizable.
Mm-hmm. 4K 60 FPS.
Yeah.
Are they increasing the frame rate?
Yeah, it's right now 50. It'll go up to 60.
Oh wow, interesting. Wonder if that will be like visually noticeable at all.
I don't know.
You'd start uploading some 60 FPS RuneScape videos.
Do some stick
First time.
slow-mos.
Oh, one other clickbox that's bad is the handhold obstacle at Broomhaven Agility. The clickbox there is really bad.
The first time this came around, it was hideous because you couldn't pick anything up. Like there was seriously like a quarter of the click box that you could actually click to pick an item up, and it was really bad. I couldn't play RuneScape for like 2 hours, and it wasn't fair. But they fixed it, and I haven't really noticed any problems with it. the operator at Blast Mine's got a pretty big click box, and every time you click on them, they always look really angry with you because you're not putting your ore in the sack. You're busy talking to them. It always sort of freaks me out.
I can't think of anything that they could improve with the click boxes, but with the random events, I feel like I have it the worst at the moment doing snow fishing. I don't know if you ever had the same problem, Trickool, but oh my god, when people get the frog random event, I just want to blow my brains out. It's the worst thing ever. I hop worlds. Like that's how
Well,
bad
yeah,
it is.
with snow, I'd gone to
Edgy.
another spot. It's just not worth it. All of them are pretty bad because you've got the strange plant as well that is just like it is a pixel by like a pixel and you can't see it and you're just clicking on it thinking, oh, what's happening here? And then you've got the troll that's fucking huge.
I fucking hate that thing
Fucking
so much.
Frogs are
thing-
fucking
The thing is the
everywhere.
size of a black demon.
Totally
I was
is.
AFK in Suqua and that big troll spawn. I just sat AFK just spam clicking the troll thinking
Makes me think of the old school RuneScape Twitter Happy Father's Day thing with Dad.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Yeah, the troll dad. They tweeted out something stupid with it. Happy birthday, dad, and then they just had the picture of the fucking troll.
Happy birthday.
Or my bad.
I'm a little confused.
Happy birthday.
Wow, I
You-
can't believe all of the fathers on Earth were born on the same day.
You know what I meant?
Thanks, Dad, for giving multiple XP in Nightmare Zone.
Yeah, God bless. Okay. Next thing we have, this is something that was posted on Reddit, was the like revenue from Jagex over the last 2 years. So, to give the viewers a little bit of the information of the image that we're viewing here. So, in 2015, Jagex got around 37 million pounds in subscription revenue. 19 million pounds in microtransactions, 469,000 pounds in advertising, and 101,000 in other income. This would be about $47 million in subscriptions, like 25 million microtransactions. You get the
what?
picture. I'm talking about the American dollar.
I didn't know the pound sterling went below the American dollar.
Am I
It's-
reading
it's,
my math incorrectly here?
Are you talking about 2015 or 2016?
I don't know. I'm using this fucking currency calculator.
Anyways, they're getting money.
Yeah, it's gone up by quite a bit.
Yeah, it
Pretty
is.
good.
So for last year then, they had 46 million pounds in subscription, 27 mil in microtransaction. That's in pounds. So their money and subscriptions went up over 9 million pounds, and their microtransactions went up by over 8 million pounds.
Advertising went down because they don't advertise on the free-to-play clients anymore, I don't think.
Yeah.
What's other income? I wonder what that would be.
Yeah, I was
Like
thinking that
invest
too.
and stuff.
There's no way they only have $142,000 in investments.
Maybe it's RuneFest.
Yeah, I
if
could
it's-
imagine that
Yeah,
would
it
be one of
says
them.
merchandise and ticket sales
Yeah,
and stuff like
yeah,
that.
yeah. That's
All right, but
Okay.
what do you think about the revenues that they've had over the last 2 years and the very large growth that they've had as well? Also, are you surprised by the amount of microtransaction revenue?
Mm, not particularly surprised by microtransactions because it's so easy to just buy it in game with like if you've got an alt and you just want to whack a bond on it to buy some stuff overnight because you can't be always waiting for limits and stuff like that. It's really accessible and getting your card out and fucking typing in your numbers and everything. But I'm not surprised with that, especially with name change as well. Like a lot of people will buy it for that, as well as the membership and all the sort of stuff that's happened in between with getting people to want to sort of try it out. And a bond is relatively cheap, and it's you're not stuck there for 30 days. You've got like a 2-week period to see if you like it or you don't. So I guess it could be appealing for people like that. I also really like that they're actually sharing the numbers again. I think they did this last year with RuneScape 3, and I was really surprised that they even did it because I thought it'd be something they'd keep on the down low, but it's really good to see that it's growing and everything. And it kind of shows with some of the bigger updates that we've been getting this year around with the money that they've made from it. So it's pretty good.
All
Yeah.
good DC.
After
Yeah.
after seeing all of these numbers, for me, it's a lot more understanding to see why they're tossing around 10K every couple months to a dead man, and why they are employing an why they are employing only a couple low quality employees and not really
Name
giving a
and
shit about that.
shame. Name and
When you're getting 70, holy shit, they got 73 or 74 million pounds in revenue. You're able to spend just a little bit of that on some low quality employees and not really think twice about it. But these numbers to me are very surprising. That's a lot of subscription revenue. Does anyone know how many of that it is throughout the entire, like, how many people would that be throughout the entire year that like would be sub for the entire year? I mean, I know that most of them aren't through the entire year, but that's a fat chunk of subscription revenue, and I am shocked at how many people are buying like microtransactions. I'd like to see how much of that comes from RS3 and how much of that comes from old school. It'd be really cool to compare to see what the difference is. They're doing very successful, and that's crazy to see for a game that's 16, 17 years old. This is where 95% of the profits coming from.
Yeah, they're doing real well. More growth, hopefully more employees, make everything very good. More content, whatever. But yeah, I'm not really too surprised by bonds either. Trend.
I'm surprised that this many people actually buy membership over bonds. Like, quite surprising.
I mean, someone has to buy the bonds to fund the people who don't just buy with money, so that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I pretty much agree with everything Randy said. Just a waste. I could realize now how they can afford to spend all this money on demo mode tournaments.
Because with bonds,
Yeah.
if you buy more, you get them cheaper. And like you could buy 5 bonds, use one of those bonds for membership, and then spend the rest of that on money that you sell for in-game gold on just some early level gear to get you going. So I can
No,
see that being
a
appealing
bond
to people
costs the
just
same
trying it.
a bond costs the same no matter
You
how
can
many of
buy
those you buy,
you
right?
can buy packages of them. Yeah, I bought bonds on what's it called, RS3 for name changes and stuff. I had a
I,
handful, and I bought like you could buy like 5 at a time.
I could have swore that it is like $6 per bond,
I don't know if they do with old school.
no matter
I
how
haven't
many
checked.
bonds you buy.
I do
I'll
remember
check.
seeing that. Yeah.
Like, that's something. Maybe they could provide some kind of discount when you buy 5 bonds, 10 bonds. I don't know. Here, let's see. I'm pulling up the bond page right now and seeing what the.
They've probably done some sales on it before, I would guess.
I don't know.
I don't remember seeing.
Let's see. Still
Log
loading it
in.
up slowly. Yeah, you can buy one
Yep,
bond
you
for
can
$6 or
buy
10
it
bond for
cheaper.
$60. It's not.
It's cheaper. It's cheaper to
What
buy
a
the
deal.
bulk though. It will be cheaper to buy the bulk.
There. No, there's. It's
Is it
this.
not? No,
It's the
it's
No.
same price.
times by 10. Why would you do that? That's so stupid. Like just do like 10 bonds for the price of 9.
Yeah,
Everyone will just buy the 10 bonds.
yeah. I
Don't
think
get
that
it,
that's
man. That's really fucking stupid. I could have sworn they did some sort of deal where they were cheaper.
We should be running this company.
It's already got all my stuff plugged in. I'm gonna fucking buy a bond.
Nah, I
I mean, you know, Hexis does run the game, so
no. Whoa, magic seeds were over 200k each. I think our power is slipping.
you gotta do the Zolo drive again. Remind them about Profit Snake.
Yeah,
You know, with the current price of magic seeds.
Demonic gorillas, they drop magic seeds.
yeah, demonic gorillas are the new things now.
Calphite Queen drops magic seeds. Go kill.
Yeah,
Genet shards are down to like 8.5 mil.
Yeah, lost a little bit on my torture. But all right, let's move into the dev blogs that are coming out with the guild expansions. So in the latest dev blog, ideas of expanding the mining and fishing guild were given to us. The expansions include a click-intensive fishing method with a very low XP per hour of 50k an hour at 99, as well as 650k GP an hour. This was buffed from its original proposed rates. But what is your opinion on this kind of content and the idea that it's probably going to be dead content upon release?
Yeah, I can't see this going anywhere, to be honest. For like maybe like a week, people are gonna use it. But the only thing I can think of that they could have done for like mining guilds is add more. Wait, actually, I didn't bother looking at this, but are they adding like more rune rocks in there? I would guess, possibly.
I
It's a
think
single rune rock,
Yeah,
which
there's a
is.
couple in there.
I
They
really
should add,
don't,
like, a
I really
bunch.
don't like that.
That's
I
what
really
they
don't
should
like the
do.
runes
And also there's
sticking
like
just there.
double, I mean, half respawn time.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
And
I wonder if
also
that's gonna
the
be-
gloves.
Yeah, I wonder if that's gonna be available in free to play.
it should.
Like
No.
or is it just the new area?
No, yeah, the new area is for members only. The current area is being expanded slightly, and that's still being free to play.
I didn't really keep up with the mining thing. There's some stuff that seems really stupid with it coming up, but the fishing thing, that 50k fishing for profit is, and well, parentheses click intensive, is just sort of like a last mine equivalent for fishing. Like you can go and do some 3-tick fishing or 3-tick mining and get like double the XP, but you're not going to make like a little bit of money at the same time. So I think it's going to be a decent niche, but I don't know. People are either doing monks or they're AFK in Barb or actually trying hard at Barb. So it's kind of a hard market to break into if they give some pretty good stuff though. I mean, and it is 650k an hour for quite a while and doesn't just become shit after a couple of weeks because it's flooding the market with stuff.
I don't know.
How
I
can they
think
say it's gonna
alright.
be this fast of GP? 650k an hour? Like where did they get that from?
The current price of sharks compared to how many sharks you would get.
Oh wait, I thought this was like
nah, this is
Oh.
like some minnow shit. They're not fishing.
yeah,
fucking
that's what I
sharks.
thought it was. Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
well
like
no,
new
so what you do
items.
is you catch minnows and you trade the NPC your minnows, and he gives you sharks.
Oh, okay.
Really?
That makes sense.
Yeah, is there a solution to people complaining about shark
It should be-
fishing being so shit?
Should be go and put out your bait like the same way that you do blast mine. You go and click different spots, bait them, then go around, do the rounds, collect your minnows, stick them in a bag or like a net, and then the dude at the end gives you like some cool fish. That would be
Put like
that'd be
fucking
good.
dynamite in the water, just blow the
Well, you
fishes.
can't blow up the water, but
Blast
like
fishing.
the dynamite alternative is like fishing bait. I don't know what you do. I think it's
Fishing
cool.
explosive.
I don't really like this as a piece of content. I think that it should be, if it's what they advertise as being click intensive, it might be like soul runes type click intensive.
Oh boy.
But I feel like the XP per hour is just a little bit too low. If like you can AFK your nuts off and get better rates than that. or you'd be working hard to get less XP and some money. I don't know. As Trickle said, like it's very hard to try to get something to fit into the skill of fishing right now, and I think that's just because fishing is just so well in how it's developed and how it currently sits. I'd say it's the second best skill in the game behind mining. I don't
I
really
mean,
like this, and I think
there's
that
not really
I think
profit
it'll
from
be dead when
fishing.
it comes out.
Do me last 60
The profit
hours
from
of
fishing
fishing
is
at
so shit.
minnows. Can't wait.
I think it's worth.
Yeah, I think it's pretty silly. Like they just came out with like lava fishing or whatever that's called, and now they're coming out with a fishing guild expansion.
Hello.
Welcome
Let me
back.
in.
Hello.
All right, Aubrey,
Shout out to the microwave.
what do you think about the minnow
Okay.
fishing?
They increased it to like 50k or something, didn't they?
Yeah.
Sounds pretty good then.
What can you get AFKing Barb?
Like 65k.
Yeah.
AFK and Bob?
Hell yeah.
I think like 58 or something.
No.
If this is gonna
You
be
can get,
click
like,
intensive,
65.
I feel like it should be like at least a little bit higher than AFKing Barb.
Well, it's supposed to be like
We'll see. All right, along with the fishing guild expansion, they mentioned a mining guild expansion in which they introduce a new ore called the amethyst crystal. Mining
Wait, how
the
did you say that?
I already said it,
Amethyst.
so fuck off. It'll be about 26k an hour at like mining XP per hour at 99. They said that it's going to be pretty AFK. You know, how AFKable and how much profit would these new ores have to be for anyone to consider mining them?
Well,
Stupid
like
AFK.
like you've always said, like mining is a balanced skill. Like why do we need more mining stuff, more AFK
It'd
stuff?
have to be redwood ore for anyone to even do it.
Red Rock.
Dragon ore.
Barosaur.
I don't know. I feel like this would have to be even more AFK than redwoods, and it would have to be stackable in your inventory as well. I don't really get the idea of adding it in. I think that there's a lot more potential that they could have done with these guild expansions. Overall, I'm really just not a fan of anything that's coming out in any of these guilds.
Same.
All right, so also later in the dev blog, they're talking about introducing a whole new interface for Make All, Make X, and so on, where they're going to be adding it into all the skills, you know, like stringing bows or fletching logs or making potions, black bodies, and so on and so on. What is your opinion on them introducing this kind of interface? They said it won't affect Karambwans, but what do you think about this moving forward? The feature will include keyboard shortcuts to make it even more convenient. This seems
Oh,
like it's
God.
kind of to counter what AHK used to be able to do for them. But what do you think of the interface here and what their plans are moving forward?
Nah, screw this. Why don't they just add it like an extra all option on the current one? I don't see why they have to redo this entire
Yeah, I
system.
really hate the interface. Just do it so you can. If it's like Prey, you can either use needle on battle staff, click body, needle on battle staff, needle on hide, click body, and it just does them all. But if you fucking spam the shit out of it, you do it really quick and it'd be fun.
Dear God,
I want
imagine the
that.
prices of black dragonhide after that.
But like they did it with Herblore in like 2006. You could just you could click the herb and then the unfinished potion. It would make them, but you just stick the two in the bottom right and just spam the fuck out of them.
That'd be nice.
It used to be like that
So
with
cool.
fletching, like stringing bows.
Yeah, I
They
remember
should
that.
You should do that with bearing big bones. I can just click on the last bone in my inventory. That'd be really great.
Yeah.
That's your own fault for being silly though.
I really don't like this interface. I understand why they're doing it, and I know that it appeals so much more to the masses. And for many, many people, this is a very convenient update to have added.
You mean
And
for many people? It's convenient for everyone.
well, there are people out
Everyone
there.
is many. So.
There are people out there that do have 200 mil in all bank standing skills, and this does
People out
not.
there also using third-party mouse moving programs. Shame on you.
It's not third party if it was pre-installed on the computer.
I don't know what the correct term for it is.
I think third party just means any
First
party.
party.
That isn't Jagex.
Yeah, so technically it is third party.
Whatever happened to second party?
Yeah, I don't know what the
Yeah,
first and second
They got
parties
left
are.
out.
Well, Jagex is the first party. I don't want like. Would I be second party? I probably would actually.
Maybe.
How many
Deep.
parties are there?
I wonder what the origins of that term is. Third party. It's like third world.
Third world part.
Aubrey, what do you think about the interfaces?
Oh, I mean, I generally like the idea of making things consistent because right now there's a huge lack of consistency, which is kind of annoying. I'm not wild about how it looks. Keyboard shortcuts could do without them, I guess, but it doesn't really matter that much. Yeah, I guess overall I like it.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter to me what it looks like. Like you're still gonna be doing the same stuff basically.
I'm looking forward to it. Might delay crafting a tiny bit if this doesn't come out next week. Yeah, they probably didn't need to do it like this, but since they are, might as well take advantage of it. The color, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe in the future I'll do this on an alt. That's about the extent. So something that maybe we should have talked about when we were talking about pest control before, but in the devlog they also talked about buffing the Void Mage set. The Void Mage set currently isn't useful in any way, so they want to buff the regular set as well as the Elite set. The buff would include an increase in the set bonus to the magic accuracy, changing the accuracy from 30% to 45%. And for the Elite Void, it would add a 2.5% magic damage increase. What is your opinion on them buffing the Void Mage set?
That accuracy thing doesn't mean jack shit. I don't know what about the damage boost though. I assume that'd be like an additional max hit. Well, it could be.
I mean, it'd be essentially it's like a piece of ancestral.
You would need
Yeah.
to hit 40 for it to do anything.
Yeah, like how much stuff are you gonna be hitting 40 with? Especially Void, it just sucks. well, Void sucks and magic armor just sucks. All of it sucks. It's all so overpriced and so bad.
Ancestral is fucking insane.
I just realized you wouldn't be able to use your tormented brace, so.
Slayer
So it would never be worth using in any
I
situation.
don't know.
Any,
I don't think so.
Like, try to imagine a situation in which you would use this over. Like, would you maybe use it for PKing? Where the fuck would you?
No.
So is Zulra still a thing?
Well,
Penny Python?
Solar was
maybe
like
Zora.
26 mil an hour. It's definitely.
Poverty Python?
Price of magic seeds, man.
Break even snake. I am. Yeah, because I was doing calculations when I was discussing this with Charles on Twitter, like just how underwhelming a lot of magic stuff is. Like full magic loadout pre-ancestral was like 200 mil, but you could just spend like 60 mil and get as good, if not better. Well, it wouldn't be better, but it'd be like 0.07 DPS or something difference, and it's so minor and like it's It's pretty crazy that it's so it's so wonky.
Yeah, this increase from 30% accuracy to 45% doesn't really do any fucking thing at all because accuracy does not matter at all for for your gear. It doesn't matter at all when doing magic.
Yeah, we're talking about Tazaz. What defense have Tazaz got? What magic defense? Anyone
0.
know? Yeah, then it's
So
just
you're hitting
you,
you're hitting on them 99%,
and you
like
can't
over
even use it on
99% of the
smokes
time if you're sitting there with
because you
like
need a phase
fucking
mage.
if you're in full prosy, you're gonna hit on them 99% of the time.
Oh, you wouldn't do Prozzy, you'd do Monk Rose,
Blah,
but
blah, 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 blah.
yeah, it's pretty good.
Tell
You can
But
have like
what
the
I
most
really don't
common
like is
phase
that
word
this
out.
is giving
It'll
a
be good.
lower perceived value to Ancestral, which has already had its lows and lows for price and may get to a new low. And
Yeah,
I
but raid stuff has always been all over the place. Like Bow's been up and down like 300 mil for the past week or something. It's
yeah
always going to happen with items that are so end game, and people have got the money to throw around with them.
yeah I just don't want to see this come out just because some people will think that Ancestrals is worth a little bit
It's
less
not
than what it is.
everyone's still on this. Oh no, Void's useless now. No one's going to use it. All right, we'll buff Mage Void, and a lot of the people who are like, all right, then that's okay. I'll stop complaining about Void. Don't know that it's going to be trash.
Um, what do you think, Aubrey?
Well, if Void Mage has some kind of niche, then that would be nice, but given how easy it is to get in comparison to stuff like Ancestral, I don't think it should be that good.
Yeah,
I don't know of any
it's
situation
right
where
now.
where using full void mage is worth it.
I don't think it ever is.
Maybe would you ever? Actually, no.
Will it be
Mage
better
Void
than
these
like
days is just
Arams?
all gear.
Or also
No,
would it
'cause
be better than
with
like
Arams,
Mystic?
Not because with
no,
Arams
because
you're
with
able to
those
use a
you can use
tormented
Tormented
bracelet.
Bracelet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But even if it was worth using, I don't know if I really care for it to be a thing like that, because keep raids items high price, so it's
Yeah.
Literally, like the only thing that matters with Magic is Kodai Wand. And Ancestral's like really fucking good, but like Wand is just king. Has absolutely no business being like 100 mil.
Shh.
I've got like 30 of them in the bank.
Yeah, I
I've
don't
got
see
like
why they're buffing
200k
Void
in my
Mage
bank.
right after they just nerf Void Range. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a little odd.
And it sucks for me because, I already have Ancestral for... I spent a lot of money on it, so... Good fight, my bank value.
Yeah, me too. All right.
It's so crazy the curve and price of some like magic items. Like you can get what is a Book of Darkness for like 150k, or you could get an Arcane for 120 mil, and the difference is so minimal. It's just you don't want to look like a scrub with a Book of Darkness.
Or a Mage's Book.
Or mages. Yeah.
Shout out to the auto smash vials that are gonna be coming. That'll be great.
Oh man, I have a nice little vial collection. It's been going on for like 4 years, and I'm just gonna stop.
Isn't it
just gonna
toggleable?
smash them all.
Not fair. Oh, it better be toggleable. I'm keeping my vials. I've got
I,
like nearly
Yeah,
50k of them.
I think it is. I think I have like almost 100k.
Just from
Like,
Staminas and Slayer. Just all
I
sitting there.
I got
It's
rid of
great.
mine.
Ads, you get a ton of vials.
I used to collect, but I don't have them anymore.
I have no idea how
Smash
many
them.
of them I have. All right.
I like it before they called it auto smash. It was like they were saying that you would like eat the vial.
No, you would break it like a barbarian. Like you just throw it down.
That's what they changed. That's
Yeah.
what they changed it to. Before
Keep
they
it in
were like,
animation.
you just fucking eat.
Oh. Yeah, I guess some people eat glass,
Mm.
It's pretty
Isn't there
hardcore.
that one YouTube guy that just like eats a bunch of stuff?
Yeah.
I'm sure there's
There's
got
been
a
people
lot
that
of
go
I don't
those.
know.
Grizzlies, believe it or not.
That's probably a thing.
Isn't there like My Strange Addiction? Some dude would just eat glass. He would like crush like a
It's
food.
just
No,
not
it sounds like some
There was one
My
where there
s-
was a lady that ate
my
dirt.
strange addictions. God bless.
Pika. It's basically Pika the show.
He would just like
Probably
crush
like
a light bulb and then
90%
eat the
fake.
pieces.
Alright, so over the last week, Mod Infinity made a very long and detailed post on Reddit talking about account ownership and like what his like he would point to an example that someone made on Reddit and talk about why it was wrong and why like the truth was different than the story that was told, and then he elaborates a little bit on their rule enforcement of account sharing and everything like that. But what are a few takeaways that you have about his post talking about account ownership and account sharing and shit?
I didn't really read a lot of it because this whole it's clear as day. Like you don't just sort of like lose your account. There's gonna be some factor that is gonna link your account back to like an original owner. But I really like this shutting people down, like calling them on the bullshit and stuff. There was a dude who did something recently. He like said that he got scammed or something, but he'd actually sold all of his money, and he just got IP banned in the end because they knew he was bullshitting. He's like, "Oh, I got hacked, and then I got scammed, and then my account got banned. Help me!" And they're like, "No, you just sold all your money."
Yeah, I didn't read it, so
Shout out to the weekend grind for Mod Infinity.
calling him out.
big fan of those tweets he posts every weekend. If he doesn't post one, you
the
might
many
think
Y'all know what
expressions of
time it
Mod
is. Today's a
Infinity.
Friday. Every day is a Friday.
He
Happy
plans
Friday,
that the
y'all.
entire day. The Friday
Or if he
tweet.
hasn't, or if he has an Instagram.
I wish,
there.
like on
He
Twitter,
wasn't on the wrong site.
on Twitter how you can set an alert to be notified when someone tweets. I wish there were some more modifications to that so I could have so I could get notified every time he tweets on a Friday or Saturday. Like those would be the only days that I'd be interested.
His Twitter is lit.
What do you think about the post, Aubrey?
It's good. Yeah, I feel like almost every single one of those posts on Reddit that still always get a lot of upvotes. There's something the person isn't telling that they are quite aware of. I mean, like I feel like 9 times out of 10, when an account gets compromised, it's partially the person's fault. Even they may have just done something stupid, or they may have like bought an account and it was pretty much entirely their
A lot
fault.
of people do, yeah. Sleeping on ice, he
Yeah,
got
it
banned
was-
for 2 days. Two Dick and Woodcut, and they deleted his post. It's not fair. Poor
It's
Sleep. So
people are
innocent.
pretty gullible with those posts. Really, people just make those because they like the karma. But yeah, they're pretty much always lying or obscuring
I
something.
get karma for text posts. Even I know that.
Yeah, but so hopefully there will be less of those annoying posts.
And so I've got a few things that I'm going to read off here that he said. So, while account sharing is against the rules, we will not actively take action against players casually sharing accounts for the purposes of community or social activities where there is deemed to be no risk to game integrity and all parties involved have a mutual acceptance of the account being used in that way. We
Just
consider
clan accounts.
well,
Surely.
yes. We consider account sharing for the purposes of completing quests or mini games such as the Inferno to be damaging to the integrity of the game, which we will take action. Right there, I like that they distinguish what they do think is something that is damaging to the game. I think it's good that there's always a lot of like gray areas and shit like that. I like that it is addressed there, saying what they think is that. Next is that ultimately Old School is a game part of most people's leisure time. We don't want to create an environment where people feel heavily restricted by rules. Alright, well, I just gave a little bit of praise, and let me give a little bit of shit here. They talk about it being against the rules, and then say, we don't want to restrict people by the rules. Like, what the fuck? Like, what? And that, like, it is important we are consistent in our approach to rule enforcement. You may see players on Twitch using an account they don't own to PK on, for example, and not get banned, and assume they are being treated differently than other players. This is not true, as there are hundreds of people doing the same thing. They're just not streaming, and no actions taken against them. So let me get this straight. They talk about account sharing being against the rules, and then talk about how there's hundreds of people breaking the rule that they don't enforce the rule against. I need a little bit of help trying to understand that. I.
And where do you sort of draw the line between what was the wording of it, like leisure time?
Yeah.
Yeah, I play 100 hours a week on someone else's account. It's just part of my leisure time, you know.
Ultimately,
And
old
there's
school
different
RuneScape is a game and is part of most people's leisure time. We don't want
and
to
there's
create
different
an environment where people feel heavily restricted by rules. Well,
different
then
factions of
why the fuck
people.
is there a rule in the first place?
Different groups of people are going to have different ideas of what is damaging to the game. Like we'll think that people account sharing for ranks is really bad, but like a PVM will think that account sharing for an Infernal Cape is significantly worse than account sharing for ranks because who cares about ranks and who cares about Infernal Cape? But it's pretty bullshit.
I think there's some good points in it, but some of this shit is bad.
Yeah, the precision of language is just all over the place.
Yeah, like you can't go out there and say this is against the rules, but we're not going to enforce the rules because this is a leisure game. What? What? No. Just no.
Take me back to the days when RuneScape was a leisure game.
All right, so something else that was posted on Reddit was rerunnable quests with speed running high scores. Very popular, and Matt K said that this is something that they have in their plans for the next 12 months. Just speed running high scores for quests. What do you think about this as an idea and an update?
I think this is really cool. I like speedrunning. I like to watch Super Mario 64 speedruns. It'd be good for RuneScape. I hate Quest though, so I'll probably never speedrun, but I'd like to watch it maybe.
Aubrey, not me. Never mind.
It sounds like it could be a cool thing, though I feel like very few people would do it because you don't get anything for it. I mean, unless they actually give you extra rewards for it.
You get your
But
name on the high scores.
yeah, I guess that's
Yeah.
something.
Like
but
like
I feel
there
like it would be a very
like
small
there are people that would
thing.
spend like 8,000 hours rune crafting just to have their name up on the second or third place of the highest scores. People will do
Well, they do it for the money also.
people will do anything to have their name high on the high scores.
It's gonna
Yeah, I
suck
guess it's
for
true.
quests that have like an actual cap, like the show up with items, talk again, done.
Yeah.
But like for some of the bigger quests, like speedrunning RFD or something, it sounds fucking awesome to watch. Like, I watched a dude in like 2014. He was I think he was like speedrunning Myth Gloves or something on his pure. So he did like all the quests, like Desert Treasure and everything like that. It was really
The
cool.
record is down to 357 now for Myth Clubs. Recently
Yeah,
happened.
I saw that the other day on Reddit. Yeah,
From
but
like
that was
from scratch?
really cool to watch.
Yeah,
Like
from
first time around.
scratch.
Pretty crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. I personally wouldn't do any of the quest speedrunning, but I think it would be really nice if they had like some sort of like in-game high scores for people who maxed, and maybe like each individual 99. I feel like that would be a pretty cool thing to do as well. I mean, you
Actually,
obviously
yes.
wouldn't be able to like speed run it to say it like that, but it would be a nice thing to have. I feel like.
Right.
I feel like that would be pretty difficult to do. I don't, me personally, I really like the idea of the speedrunning quest. Speedrunning is very popular amongst many games and is not really something that we have. And I think that this is a lot of potential to be very popular, very successful, and again, having those high scores is going to make people want to do it. It's going to be, like if you get to see someone do Monkey Madness 2 or Desert Treasure or, like these more long laid out quests, seeing people compete to try to get that done as fast as possible, I think that's going to be a lot of fun to watch people do. I'm a big fan. I think it's going to be good.
There's already a little community for speedrunning for RuneScape. I've watched some of those, and yeah, I'm very much into speedruns, especially having it branch out into RuneScape. Although I don't really like the idea much of just individual quests. I much prefer it from like as soon as you hit OK on character creation. That's how all the current speedruns are, and
Yeah.
maybe later in the year. Although I'll probably wait till after Fossil Island comes out. I'm probably going to spend a couple days routing out a Questscape run and do that at some point. I think the current record is
Yeah,
like 8 days,
something
23 hours.
something Razor did with Bron a couple weeks ago is he mapped out Wilderness Diary to the point where you get it done in like an hour and a half. And I followed it when I did the diaries like within the month, and it was really fucking fun.
Yeah, but
It's
I
just
don't
so
know.
nice. Like you show up at like one place and you just complete
Yeah.
like 3 tasks at once. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Oh
Just needs to
yeah,
be
I'd
fun
like to see them.
calculation.
I'd like to see them expand on the quest to also the diaries too. That'd be cool. I don't know. I'm excited for it. I hope that it comes out sometime later on in this year.
Needs
Alright.
improvement.
Alright. So Rock put out like a straw poll or something like that, a Twitter poll, and of like the most demanded 4 things in the game, and a clan system was overwhelmingly the favorite. It's been heavily demanded for years and years, and now some progress is actually being made on it. So let me talk about a few things
Oh,
that
really?
Rock is doing. First, give a big shout out to Rock, Sween, Maz, and Curse for actually trying to get our say about certain things. God bless every single one of them being very, very open with us, working with us, and when I say us, I mean all clans in general. Every clan is looking for their own thing from a clan system, and having the open discussions in Discord is fantastic. Very impressed with the work.
Turnout for it was like incredible as well. It's like 110 different people will lead as a clans with their own say. It was really, really
Yeah,
damn good.
yeah, very, very impressed at how it's been handled. So let me talk about a few things that are proposed in the new clan system. So there'd be like 5 or 6 new clan chat ranks. Like a couple of the other ones are like Brigader, Colonel, Major, like co-leader, admin, few other things. Rank permissions. So you know certain ranks would be able to accept or ban members from the clan. They'd be able to create events or temporarily mute people in the clan chat. You'd also be able to see the last time a clan member logged in and the last time a clan member was in the clan chat. Be able to broadcast clan chat broad. You'd be able to broadcast messages in the clan chat. Sorry. You'd have access to a second clan chat. So for those people that are in multiple clans, say you're in Hexis and Totus, or um, in multiple clans, you'd be able to be in both clan chats at the same time. Next is a Vexillium system, which has a banner that can be placed down at locations to advertise the clan. And
Hell yeah.
and lastly, a complete clan database forum. That's a lot. It's a lot. So, what do you guys think about a proper clan system? Some of the features that I mentioned there, some other things that you would want, and just your overall thoughts and feelings about a clan system.
Yeah, I
Pause.
think this is sorry, yeah, I was laughing. Yeah, some of this looks pretty nice. Some of it's just like really ridiculous to manage in the clan at the moment. So I feel like a lot of the stuff that you mentioned. Sorry, stop messing around with the Google Doc.
Caleb DC'd again.
Yeah. Like this clan chat broadcast, I really like that idea. And the clan database form, I kind of like how RS3 has like each individual clan pages and like how much XP each person has gained and like a clan high scores. I kind of hope they do something like that. I feel like that would be pretty cool. And yeah, this looks like overall a good thing that they've been working on. So props to them.
Yeah, it's been overdue for the longest time. I remember this first propping up in 2014 and had the campaign of if you don't vote for clan system on priority poll, you're getting kicked. And it was really great. We never heard anything back from it. And then just out of the blue, Rock just fucking MVP, doing it in his free time, gets a hold of 100 odd people for their input, and it's really great. And a lot of the ideas, whilst they do come from RS3, like they're still just fucking solid ideas. And I haven't looked forward to an update quite as much as I am with this. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, Rock continuing to be a great guy. I'm excited for this. I think that all of the features, there's a lot of things that all clans want, and I think that this addresses a lot of points for these clans, making it overall pretty nice for everyone. Proper clan system has been long overdue, and seeing just how much progress we were able to make just through discussion alone in such a brief amount of time, seeing the ideas put together is fantastic, and I'm very excited for the future and getting a proper clan system in place and seeing, how it's going to be. I'm excited. This shit is great. God bless Rock. Keep doing you.
Yeah, I really like it. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be pretty cool, like being able to mute people in the clan.
Instead of just,
Funny.
instead of just kicking them.
And then also, like, I wonder how annoying that banner is gonna be, like the Vexillum or whatever. Maybe just place it down in a really annoying.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to it. Looks great.
Is there anything that you guys can think of that you would like to add in that's not already on there?
It's the additional ranks is so good.
Yeah, it's
I can't
nice.
wait for
I'm
that.
thinking, what do you think? What do you think would happen to our requirements for the clan with that?
We've
Oh, that's
already
good.
had
Yet
some.
to really talk about.
We've had a
Have we? I
little
don't
bit of
remember.
discussion. Trickle, I don't know if you checked out the
I don't think
fucking
I've been that.
spreadsheet or not.
I haven't seen it.
Hold on. Let me
Yeah,
find
I don't
the.
see myself gaining a rank for a long time, so this could be cool.
Let's see. Where is it at?
But from that feedback thing that we did, like the general consensus is that there is far too much time between bronze and silver. So if we got these
Yeah,
additional
exactly.
ranks, we could stick one in the middle just to keep you guys going. Because
Let's see. Yeah, Trickle, you didn't
like,
even comment on the clan chat ranks sheet in the Alamau. so
is it
so
this thing?
yes, it's in there, and some people put in their ideas like
Oh,
there's
yeah.
there's guest, recruit, private, corporal, sergeant, lieutenant, captain, major, colonel, brigadier, general, admin, co-leader, leader. There's a lot of shit, and I think that like on there I put some of my things. Like I would maybe change Gen to being like top 25. because then then there's still admin, co-leader, and leader ranks. Where Gen isn't the top thing. There's actually 3 ranks higher than that. Maybe put
We
like a
would never have like a co-leader position though. We just have admins, surely.
yeah.
Oh no, I'm a co-lead.
Yeah,
Then
we'll
put
have
like
one.
a
all
brigader at
three
like
gens.
50, colonel at 100. I mean, there's a lot of discussion still to be had. Trickool
Yeah.
is the only one that didn't actually comment on this sheet here with his
I thought it was a
ideas.
recruiting one, and I wanted to stay the hell away from it.
No, let's like trying to talk about how we're going to do the ranks if we get 5, 6 new ranks, how we're gonna divvy it up. Because yeah, I think that getting you know 25, 50, 100. I think that's a good way of splitting up like the top there. But that's
That
going to be a
seems good.
discussion that we're going to probably have with the clan as a whole. This is just some of the things that we've
Do another survey.
yeah, this is just some of the things that we've talked about.
One of the best things about being, having a national system is that it's official because we're only a clan because we say we are. The game doesn't know it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we're all sitting in the same clan chat. That gives some impression.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, I think a lot
You only
of the
know you're
a
in
lot of
if you look at the forum or
a lot of clan counts for external stuff as well. I really like that a lot of people use Discord with us now. I still want more. I want 90% member turnout.
Yeah.
and there's also like a throwaway account just for the name.
Hmm. Yeah, like if that was still on Randy's friends list, this would be a fucking mess.
Oh, those were rough times, dude. Cause I had like my own friends, and that's like 5, and then I had to have everyone that was on Hexis as well. So it
Well,
was a full fucking friends list.
you can do it now. We've got like
400
180
slots.
people or something on the thing.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I think there's a lot of excitement and hype for this clan system, and I think that everyone's very excited for it to come out.
Oh
Um,
yeah, I really can't wait.
Couple things before we go. Let's just have everyone talk a little bit. Let's go in the same order on that last question there, if possible. What have you guys been up to during the podcast, and what are your plans for like the next month of RuneScape?
Well, I've been fishing still. Got about 14 mil XP left, so like 3 weeks or so left of fishing till 200 mil, and I have been playing on my alts trying to get the Rex for Wyverns. I think I'm probably gonna continue eventually for the new Wyverns that are coming out, which is like, what was it, like 82 Slay or something like that. So
Yeah.
Last mine for the foreseeable future. If I do this for 10 months, I can get 200 mil magic, and I'm kind of liking that idea.
How much money will you make?
Just short of 2 bill, maybe.
Nice.
It's not worth it. You could make like 4 bill if you just did 4G and then did deaths or whatever. Raids, I think, is the good thing.
Yeah. Right now I've just been running some roofs for the podcast. But still slaying. Gonna hit 40 mil Slayer later tonight. 30 mil range as well. Just slowly making progress on Slayer, and let's see, in the next month, within about a week, I should get 99 rune crafting on one of my alts, and I probably won't do
Just in
double
time for
deaths.
deaths to go
Yeah,
below 200.
yeah. I'm a little late to the party. Um, just a little late. But then also, my pier is coming along. I got 91 range on the pier. Fire Cape coming soon. Might go out and try to PK someone. Maybe. We'll see. I don't know. I'm having a lot of fun.
I've been doing Hunter, and I'll keep doing Hunter. If I can't do Hunter, I'll do Agility and double death on the alt.
I've been smithing. I changed over to Blast Furnace from Rune because the market kind of died.
Gold ore's pretty
Grats to
decent in
Vicky on
price
Twitter
now
Mill. She
too,
just got
isn't
it.
it?
Yeah, it's only like 4.5, 4.6 GP per XP. Grats to Vicky for finishing. I wanted that rank 27, but I will. She burnt, but I guess she finished it off. And I hit 180 mil last night. I should be finishing it around like the 25th or whatever. So we're almost there.
Cool. All right. About 2 hours of a podcast here. Pretty nice. It was. I want to apologize for there being a couple weeks in between. I had some problems with my headset and had to send it in. And HyperX, best headset out there, replaced it for free. But they did send it through the snail mail, and it took a while for me to get it back. See, next podcast would be. Let me pull up my work schedule. They gave me my work schedule for the next 13 months. It's kind of nice. I get to see.
Holy shit.
Yeah, like I could in theory plan out like every podcast for the next 13 months. But okay, let's see. About 2 weeks from now, maybe the 8th. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, we could probably do the podcast next, maybe like July 8th or 9th or even earlier, like the 6th. I don't know. I'm off work from the 5th through the 9th of July, so we can find something that works in there. But
Years going nowhere.
I was kind of thrown off that we just like. I actually forgot that you asked me last night. I was like, "Wait, what podcast
yeah,
on Tuesday?"
yeah, dude, fucking, I was this last weekend I was really busy. I had a wedding to go to, helped someone move into their house, and it's pretty busy. I wanted to do it on like Saturday and Sunday, but was just ultimately busy. So yeah, next podcast, follow us on Twitter at Hexis for tweets about that, on when it will be coming. Gonna be giving away some OS Buddy Pro. Here, hold on.
Who's the one that won from this previous week?
Yeah. I'm trying to pull that up now. I forgot to prepare for that. Stall and talk a little bit about your guys' selves while I find the winner.
Jeez, my net's being bad.
Yeah, shout out to Aubrey for joining us on this podcast. It's been really great to have you along, dude.
Oh,
Speak
there
of
he
the
is.
devil! Speak of the
Oh.
devil!
Hey.
Might be able to throw him in there right at the end here. All right, I have no idea.
What happened to the document? This is disgusting.
It's really gotten out of hand. So I don't know how much pro I was supposed to be giving out from the previous podcast. So it's I don't know.
Oh
You're
my
you're
god.
you're just gonna have to message me how much it was. But the winner for the giveaway is waiting. Randomly pick a winner is Jonathan Wilson. Send me a message on YouTube and I'll get you the codes, however many it was that I said you would get. And I'm gonna do something different for this one. I'd like for there to be a little bit more topic suggestions for us, so I don't have to like fully put together a
Shit is going
podcast.
on.
I'd like to just take some suggestions. So all you guys got to do is in the description for this video, there is a form which you can submit a topic. Submit some kind of constructive topic. It can be the same topic as something someone else submitted. But just submit a topic with what you want to see us talk about and include your Twitter name or YouTube name in your suggestion to qualify for a OS Buddy Pro giveaway of I don't know how many months, but the podcast should be uploaded later tonight. And anyone have anything to say? Any goodbyes that they want to? Any shout outs?
Shout out to the microwave for kicking my power twice during this
Microwave?
podcast.
You got some weak ass electricity.
Yep, fucking terrible.
All right. God bless you all. Thanks for watching. Next podcast, 2 to 3 weeks. See you guys then. Bye.
Don't bully.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.